Welcome. In this video, the event, Swirling Cherry Blossoms of Azur Lane will be summarized. Throughout the video, there will be spoilers for the story of Azur Lane. If you don't want to be spoiled, please go and play the game. At the Grand Diadem of Light, a remote archipelago revered by the Sakura Empire, preparations for a crucial ritual are underway. Hibiki stumbles down the stairs, nearly dropping ceremonial items, but Ryoho rescues them effortlessly. Hibiki complains about Ryoho's lack of concern, but Ryoho reminds her of the importance of the ritual, intended to guide the Sakura Empire towards a future prosperity. With foreign guests from Ironblood arriving, Ryoho and her allies must ensure that the event is successful, as the ritual symbolizes unity and strength in the face of challenges. Meanwhile, Kaga, Akagi, and Yamashiro discuss the ritual's significance and the power said to reside within the diadem. Despite skepticism, they recognize the ceremony's role in strengthening the Sakura Empire's image. Yamashiro explains the history of the divine stone of Watasumi, which acts as a powerful catalyst, and Tsuruga, the vessel created from this power. As the first carrier division arrives, Akagi praises Ryoho's dedication, hinting at a shared ambition to secure a prosperous future. As Zuikaku, Shokaku, and Mikasa approach the Diadem of Light, they sense the island's distinct energy, comparing it to Lady Nagato's sanctuary. Shokaku voices surprise at Nagato's exclusion from the ritual, attributing it to hidden motives. Zuikaku speculates on Akagi and Kaga's intentions, hinting at possible ties with the Sirens. Mikasa, a seasoned veteran, advises caution, reminding them to avoid actions that could provoke Akagi, now a prominent leader. She explains that they're there to unveil Akagi's true intentions and determine whether allies are as trustworthy as they seem, especially in the presence of foreign factions like the Ironblood. Upon their arrival, they meet Tsuruga, the ritual's host, whom Mikasa challenges in a mock duel to assess her strength. Tsuruga tries to gain the upper hand with airstrikes, but Mikasa's experience allows her to anticipate the strategy and turn the tide. Mikasa praises Tsuruga's tactical mindset while acknowledging the powerful advancements in modern warfare. Reflecting on the Sakura Empire's changing dynamics, Mikasa pledges her duty to protect it, bearing the weight of her past comrades' sacrifices. Prince Yugen and Z2 inspect the secluded Diadem of Light, cloaked by advanced siren technology. While Z2 gathers data, Yugen assesses their provisions and an escape route, hinting at their covert mission's high stakes. Z2 doubts the success of Akagi's plan, which they view as risky and naive, though Yugen reassures her by noting that if it fails, the Sakura Empire would bear the consequences. As they arrive, Noshiro welcomes them. Prince Yugen insists on sparring as a cultural gesture, which Noshiro reluctantly agrees to, despite it being customarily for Sakura citizens only. The spar quickly escalates as Yugen taunts Noshiro's capabilities, prompting her to retaliate. Just as the exchange intensifies, Akagi intervenes, questioning Yugen's intentions and reminding Noshiro that she was outmatched. The tension eases as Yugen, deflecting with humor, admits that they're starving, to which Akagi responds by inviting them to the island for the upcoming ritual. Noshiro, still irritated yet composed, guides the Ironblood representatives. In the waters of a mirror sea, remnants of a recently destroyed siren facility drift, evidence of a swift and decisive battle. The enigmatic Ember and Observer exchange sharp words hinting at hidden motives and deep-seated mistrust. Observer taunts Ember with cryptic mentions of Code G and an upcoming dawning ceremony in the Sakura Empire, suggesting the ceremony might invite either divine favor or ruin. Despite Ember's cold dismissal, Observer hints at potential betrayal and unsettles her by mentioning the involvement of influential figures like Akagi and the mythical stone Watasumi before abruptly severing the connection. Meanwhile, back in the Sakura Empire, a grand banquet opens the dawning ceremony, drawing diplomats and warriors alike. Amid polite exchanges, Akagi and Mikasa spar verbally over the Empire's shifting policies and alliances, but the festivity shatters when Sirens launch a surprise assault, penetrating defenses with uncanny ease. As Ryoho, Suruga, and others rally to defend the guests, they soon realize their foes include Siren-created duplicates of their allies. Just as they begin to gain ground, the sky morphs into a twisted purple, signaling the region's transformation into a mirror sea. In a storm of chaos and cannon fire, Nagato and Kawakaze struggle to escape relentless attacks from the Siren fleet. As the shells rain down, Kawakaze, despite her shattered equipment, insists on defending Nagato, willing to risk her life. Yet when the smoke clears, it's Nagato who fiercely protects her, firing back at their pursuers, vowing that her duty as a leader is to shield her comrades. Just as they face a dire moment, Zuikaku arrives with a fiery display from her bombers, dispersing the Sirens. Grateful but exhausted, Kawakaze collapses into Zuikaku's embrace while Nagato thanks her for the timely rescue. With a brief respite, the Sakura Empire members regroup, but tension simmers as they discuss the significance of Watasumi, an artifact coveted by the Sirens. As the ceremony continues, Nagato and her allies rally their courage, determined to thwart any enemy plans to misuse Watasumi. The scene is lively and tense as Akagi and the others share guarded glances, suddenly challenging one another's intentions while waiting word from the front lines. Unbeknownst to them, enemies linger close, waiting for an opportune moment to strike. The battle is fierce, with Sakura Empire forces desperately trying to hold off an advancing enemy that seemed more monstrous than human. As they fought, Watasumi was brought into the ceremonial hall. Hibiki led a rehearsal for the ritual while Yamashiro tried to touch Watasumi, only to be repelled by an unseen force. Then chaos erupts when Observer reveals herself. She vanishes after announcing her intentions to somehow use Watasumi. And the question lingers, what does Observer plan to do with it? Amidst the confusion, Ember, bearing a striking resemblance to Takao, arrives with two goals: to prevent Observer from seizing Watasumi, and to destroy Watasumi herself. Zuikaku and Shokaku engage Ember, who fought with strength beyond anything they'd encountered. Despite the fierce battle, the Sakura Empire's forces hold the line, with Ember's motivations remaining cryptic. Nagato, continuing and finishing the ritual, maintains her resolve, standing between Ember and Watasumi, but Ember declared the stone a harbinger of calamity. In a flash, she cleaves the stone in half, only to realize it's a decoy. A few days later, after the failed ritual, Prince Yugen and Z2, missing key intel, prepare to return home empty-handed. While Z2 teases Yugen about her drunken state, Yugen defends her acting, and they both secretly decide to bring back home some Sakura Empire sake. Reflecting on their mission, Yugen notes that they hadn't left empty-handed. Rather, they gained valuable insights into the reborn combined fleet and Sakura Empire's newest ships, hinting that they could leverage this information in future negotiations. Meanwhile, back at the ceremony, for those who fought against the Sirens, conversations revealed doubts about the theft of the sacred stone Watasumi, with Mikasa suspecting Akagi or Kaga. Thank you for watching. Please follow my Twitter and Blue Sky for updates, and please check out my other Arknights and Girls Frontline videos as well.